Welcome to another episode of Bait It Podcast. I am your host, Killer Keemstar, and I'm here with Andy Milanakis.
We made it past 7 episodes, clown.
Yes, well done, Andy. Well done. Congratulations.
And we're also here with Anything for Views, a.k.a. Chad.
Good evening, everybody.
And if you haven't figured it out yet, our special guest for the day is Colossal is Crazy.
Thank you very much for having me on as a guest.
Everyone always gives me shit when I refer to you as a guest. They're like, you're going to call him a guest? You know how fucked up that is? Like, just calm down, people.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Today we're going to be talking about a subject, and, you know, I understand that there's going to be people out there that say, well, this is a circle jerk, because all of us kind of have the same opinion on this subject. But I want to make it clear that it is not a circle jerk, because our opinions are a very, very unpopular opinion. So it's really our opinion versus all of you and everyone, really. But let's get into it. Philip Defranco is starting a news network, and he is asking for people to donate to his Patreon. And when I saw this, I was like, really? Fucking really? This is the same guy that got money from YouTube, who then took that money from YouTube and created SourceFed, and they created a network of news channels, you know, his news channel, SourceFed, and a few others, and then sold it 2 years later. You know, what are the chances that he might do it again?
Yes.
With this
By the way,
situation,
what is a news network? Have we even defined that yet? When he says news network, what is that?
YouTube channels.
Right. It's going to be
You know
a bit
what I
like
mean?
what SourceFed was, I assume.
That's the other thing.
Didn't SourceFed
no
shut down anyway?
Right. Yeah.
Because he sold it, and that's the thing. You know, so many people are upset that SourceFed shut down, right? And Philly D took no responsibility. He said, I had no choice in that matter, all right? I didn't make that decision, right? He didn't come out and say, I sold it. You know, he came out and said, I didn't make that decision. I didn't make that decision, you know? And there's so much that's not being said. Like, him promoting this news network or whatever that he's trying to create, he doesn't explain what he's making. All he says is, you know, we're going to hire some people and we're going to have another YouTube channel. That's it. And people and fans are thinking that he is building a CNN. He is building a Fox News. But that is not what he's saying.
They're thinking
Implying on
it's
the
a
fact that he
24-hour
need-
news network. I mean, it's not going to be that. It's going to be his channel with some few improvements.
So
That's
do you
what
think
I
he's
think.
manipulating the people into donating? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
Well,
That's probably a strong word to use.
Well, if he's kind of like, you know, not really disclosing what it's going to be, do you think it's kind of like manipulation?
I mean,
because it's kind of
withholding
like,
information does not pertain automatically to be manipulation. Just withholding that information. In fairness to him, he's only done one video about it. There's
Yeah,
obviously
and
Yeah,
Also,
but look how much
a
money
lot-
he made off that video.
But also on
Well, yes.
that side of things, it's kind of like, it's hard for me to fathom, all right, when you have this big business and you have the potential to get tons and tons of people donating for your business, like pretty much as a free investment, because normally you get an investment and you have to give points of your company away. When it's, you know, crowdfunded, you don't have to give anything away, really. So it's I see his point, like when it's so easy and you could make a 10-minute video and get hundreds of thousands of dollars, you kind of think, yeah, it might be a little greedy, but also why not do it? It seems like
It
a
wasn't
smart
even
business
10
move.
minutes, was it? It was like 4 minutes. 4 minutes long. That's a
doesn't
very
ex-
successful 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It doesn't explain anything. And not only that, but like he never explains anything. He at one point in the video, he said, I only pay myself $200,000 a year. All right.
Bullshit.
So well, that's what he said in the video. He said, I only pay myself $200,000 a year from the Philip Defranco show. Now, that might be true. Maybe he is paid directly $200,000 a year. But where does that money go to? It goes to the company that he sold for, I'm assuming, because, again, this isn't being shared, for millions of dollars. Like, nothing is shared. Nothing is in the public. Even when this motherfucker, Philip Defranco, was on H3H3, he was saying, guys, I don't know if I'm going to have my own channel. I don't know if I'm going to be on my own channel. And they're like, well, why? What? And he won't say anything. He won't explain it, right? So everyone's thinking, oh, my God, they're kicking him off his own channel. Oh, poor Philly D. What was not said to the audience is, I sold these fucking channels to Discovery. That was just never said. Because if you knew that, and you knew that, hey, he made millions of dollars from this sale, potentially, you would never want to donate to him.
He's withholding information at the moment, no question. But there's nothing to say that he won't release that information in the future. That's why it's not manipulation just yet. Because he hasn't said anything that would mislead people. Okay, he's just not said anything yet, really.
Isn't withholding the truth kind of a form of lying, though?
But no, because
manipulation.
He could potentially
There's manipulation
do that in the
lying.
future. He could potentially do that in the future. Just the fact that he hasn't given all the
So
details
basically,
yet,
I didn't tell a girl that I had AIDS. I fucked her with no condom. I didn't tell her, but in 3 months, I'll
I
let
like
her
that.
know.
I like that analogy very much. I think it's a little bit different because you've already fucked her, right?
He already fucked these people because they already gave the money, though.
Well,
Yeah.
I
Well,
think I think he withholds all this information. So, like example, when he sold SourceFed, he said he was getting kicked off his channel. He kind of played, something bad's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. He was kind of saying that so that when SourceFed disappeared, they couldn't land that on him. Like, what happened to SourceFed? This was your responsibility. So he was playing like it was out of his hands when it clearly wasn't.
Dude, he is so... Dude, everything's a secret with this dude, right? Like, people think that Philip DeFranco is poor. They really think he's poor. He only makes $200,000 a year. People don't understand how... Like, he's saying, guys, check out Squarespace. That's $50,000.
Can I chime in here?
Give or
From the
take.
accountant? He says he gets paid $200,000, which might be true, okay? Because there is two different accounts he probably has. He has his personal account where he gets his $200,000, and he pays personal tax on that. But then for the kids in the audience, there is a thing called a business account where you can put all your money that you make through your business, and you pay tax, and it's less tax depending what kind of country you're in. In Australia, you pay less tax on a business account. Now, out of that business account, you can pay your expenses. He can claim his house, his mortgage on his business because he does work from home. So he's using his business money to pay for his house, his food, his petrol, his car. Meanwhile, he's got his $200,000 in his personal account that he uses on crack cocaine and hookers.
Listen, I don't know if any of that's true. We don't know anything, and that's the
No,
problem.
I'm not accusing him of that,
He's
but I'm saying that's probably what's happening.
Look. Philip DeFranco said in this sales pitch that he doesn't want to be controlled by anyone. That he wants to have a free news, independent network where he's not being told by someone what to do, and that's why he needs this money, right? But let me ask you this:
that's a little bit manipulation.
That is manipulative, and I'll tell you why. That would mean that his current show is being fucking being controlled by someone. Because if his current show isn't being controlled by anyone and he's free to say whatever he wants, then the whole argument that I need this money to make a network where I can say whatever I want doesn't hold water because he already has it.
Right.
And also,
exactly.
Also, let me just chime in real quick. By saying, I have this Patreon, so this could be free. He's making people think that if he doesn't get these donations, he's not going to be able to make it free. He's going to have some big company spend their money. When that's not true, as you kind of, said before when we talked about this, he could put his own money into this and make it free. But he's making people think that this is the way that we can have a new free network if you guys pay and we can independently fund it. And that's kind of misleading.
He also says it like he can't afford it himself. Instead of spending his own money, investing his own money into this company, it's a gamble because it could go pear-shaped. You could lose money off of it. Instead of playing with his own money, he asks for money from his fans and he goes, hey, and instead of me gambling with my money on a business that might not work out, let me use your money.
And
these people
that
are
happens
so
all
these
day. That's supposedly
these people are so these people that are defending Philip DeFranco, Andy, are so manipulated. Like guys like Leon Lush literally believe that Philip DeFranco is going to have reporters in every city. Like imagine if a hurricane comes through, I don't know, fucking Florida, right?
Or Buffalo.
Leon
hopefully.
Leon Lush believes that Philip DeFranco is going to have a reporter live on the scene reporting on the scene. He believes that. He thinks Philip DeFranco is creating a CNN. These people are so confused on what's really taking place. And yeah, maybe eventually Philip DeFranco does something like that. But I have never seen anything like that. Philip DeFranco doesn't break stories. All he does is regurgitate what has already been put out there in the news.
Right, and you can see that for yourself. You go onto his Twitter, he's asking every single day, what shall I talk about? Every day. What's the biggest story? What shall I talk about?
Source fed, more like spoon fed. Hey!
Hey! I fucking love you, Andy.
He's not doing anything special. I'm sorry, he never has done anything special.
He's a stand-up bloke, and he's really
Clown,
good
you're
at
not allowed to
reporting the
say that.
news.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
But-
Clown, you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that Philly D is the nicest guy ever. He's the champion of everyone.
I've only seen him
I
from a
think he's-
computer
I
screen.
think-
Shining armor. He's
I
not
don't know, I
doing
think he
anything
has
unique
talent.
or special, and what he's done in the past, I mean, while it is watchable, it's good and it's good to watch it, it's interesting. He's not a unique personality in any sort of way. You know,
I think he's
why
talented
does
in
everyone
what he
such have a
does.
high estimation of Philip DeFranco?
Here's the thing.
Because there's nonstop pandering, Clown. The nonstop pandering from Philip DeFranco. Philip DeFranco has never had an unpopular opinion ever. He reads the masses. He sees what people want. He sees what people are interested in, and he goes for it. Right.
He also-
he is a puppet to the popular belief, and that's what I hate about him the most. He never has an unpopular opinion, which if you're that way, then you are just pandering to an audience. You are not an individual person with an individual opinion that you're expressing. You are a person that is dictating your opinions based on popular belief. You're pandering.
I think
But-
he's
but-
kind of like Boogie in many ways, just like
He is
less big.
He will
But you
also
know-
he'll
but
also
we
put his
know-
opinion. No, you go first, Andy. You go first.
I
I'll
was
go
gonna
next.
say, okay, I was gonna say, maybe his opinion is kind of boring and popular, and it just happens to be like, you know, there are a lot of people that need to make up the popular opinion. That's why it's the popular opinion. Maybe he's a little kind of boring, and he usually has the popular opinion, and it's not pandering. It's just like that's usually kind of his frame of mind and thought.
He'll
Yeah, it
always
could potentially
he'll also
be
leave
his
everything he
genuine
says open to interpretation. He'll always like I'm just gonna say this as an example.
Well, that's
this isn't
the
what he
format of
said.
the show.
He'll
That's the format of the show.
go, oh, I hate all Mexicans. I think Trump should build a wall. And then he'll go, on the other hand, they do provide a good service in America for cheap or some bullshit like that. He'll always leave his opinion open for speculation so that when
No, he
people
plays
attack
devil
him for
he
it,
plays devil's
people
advocate.
Which
with
isn't
himself.
altogether a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
It's not necessarily a bad thing, but when it's done not just to show both points, but it's done to make sure nobody hates you, to make sure that you appeal to both sides. When it's done in that fashion, that is pandering.
One of the biggest inputs has been, oh, well, Philip DeFranco has earned what he's earned. Like, he's the only person who can do this. Like, if anyone else did this, they'd be wrong in doing it. But Philip DeFranco is okay. Like, he's a unique, special individual. Why? There's nothing that unique about him. He's not
Here's
a
the
special
thing.
case. He's not a
Here's
one-off.
Here's the thing.
Why are people donating to a millionaire?
When
Why
have-
are people donating to a fucking millionaire to create a YouTube channel? Can someone please explain to me why fucking people that work at Burger King that make $7 a fucking hour are going to take $20 a month out of their hard-earned money and give it to a fucking millionaire to create a YouTube channel? Can someone explain that to me?
Well,
Here's
minimum
the worst
wage.
part, in my opinion. The worst part is, with his Patreon, you can't even see how much people are giving him.
Yeah, a lot of people had a problem with that he didn't disclose that. They felt like it was sneaky, and I don't know. I
What
saw someone
else is
comment.
new? He never
I-
discloses anything.
Talk about interrupting. I think it's kind of like, people are like, well, I was going to give money, but it feels like sneaky that you're not disclosing how much money you made. So, yeah, I don't agree with that either. I think he should kind of disclose that.
We kind of
The-
did the
the
math,
id-
didn't we, Keem? A little bit. We worked out what the minimum he was getting, because that's the minimum donation that you can give.
The minimum
then-
right now is around $50,000, $60,000 a month.
Probably make
but
200,000.
But listen, all the $100 slots are gone. I think all the $1,000 slots are gone. And in fact, I seen on Twitter someone was complaining because they donated $100, but all the $100 slots were gone. And so Philip DeFranco said, "That's okay. I'll add more slots." So I mean, there's got to be fucking a lot of people out there that are paying $100 a month.
Jesus Christ.
But there's no way to figure it out, guys. I'll tell you right now, it's somewhere between the absolute low end of $50,000 to the high end of like $250,000. It's somewhere in between, and no one knows what that is. And that is every month, people. That is every single month. It's a Patreon.
If you're crowdfunding something or you're asking for money, you would want to disclose how much you're making so that when people go to pledge, they go, I kind of don't want to pledge. He's probably making more than that.
No, everyone's blinded. Philly D can do no wrong. That's why this podcast that we're doing right now is going to have a ton of hate on it. People are going to say, "Oh, you're just jealous." There's going to be dislikes. This podcast right now might be the most disliked podcast we've ever done because nobody is willing to listen to what we are saying. They immediately think you are just jealous. In their eyes,
oh, I'm jealous.
Phil DeFranco can do no wrong. And I don't understand the jealousy thing.
I'll be honest, I'm a little bit fucking jealous.
Yeah, I'm jealous. Yeah, exactly. I want that kind of money.
How about this, Keem? We do a Patreon for Baited, and every episode in our new studio, our new news studio, is dedicated to destroying Philip DeFranco.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not. I'm never doing a fucking Patreon, and I'll tell you why. All right? I'm rich. I'm fucking rich.
I'm rich, bitch.
Right? There are people, smaller YouTubers, that need a Patreon to survive. And some of them, quite frankly, like Chad, for example, is just lazy. Don't donate to his Patreon. If Chad starts streaming regularly and making videos regularly, then go ahead and support him.
Listen. I upload half-naked photos of my body onto my Patreon, okay? And I did it as a gag at first, but I'm like, hey, this is pretty good money. I'll just keep doing it.
You didn't do it as a gag at first.
I think that's
you knew it was going to be it was a profitable joke. You knew that. Come on, don't.
Shut up, Andy. Come on. Shush.
Lol.
It was disheartening to see someone as wealthy as Philip DeFranco, who's had a lot of success in his life, he's worth many millions of dollars, create a Patreon. For people like me who spend a lot of time on my videos, I know I'm going to whine a bit, but like I've been putting off making a Patreon or doing anything like that. So when I see someone like that make it, it's very like almost disheartening to see that.
By the way, Clown, I don't want to shove your whole dick in my mouth, but I liked your last video a lot. It was good
thank
stuff.
you, man. I appreciate it.
I haven't watched it yet.
Good stuff.
Clown, your last video was great, right? But here's the thing, right? Clown, you put a lot of effort, too much effort into your fucking videos, and they only come out every once in a while. So if you had a Patreon, I would support it and understand it, right? But Clown, if you were making, let's say $50,000 guaranteed in YouTube ad revenue every single month, and you were making another, let's say, $250,000 a month in fucking sponsorship money, and so that's a grand total of $300,000. Not to mention you fucking sold your YouTube channel for fucking millions of dollars in the past, and you made a Patreon, I would fucking stab you.
Yeah, I think that's the whole thing, isn't it, Keem? Like, this isn't even the first time he's done this. He's got a fucking track history. It's like, do people really have that short term of a fucking memory that they can't remember that he's done this before? Shouldn't you be a little bit more fucking apprehensive of what he could do now? Because in all likelihood, a couple years down the line, maybe less, he could just fucking sell this company. He could literally just sell it.
It's the sales pitch, and this is why everyone's all up in arms or all ready to go with it, right? Because he sold it as, I do not want to be controlled by the mainstream media. And who does everyone hate now? The mainstream media. So it's the sales pitch. It's a great sales pitch.
That's what he's kind of in a way preying upon. People like Philip DeFranco, and people hate mainstream media. Combine the two together, you've got a really good, strong thing there that's very hard to shatter. Very powerful shield.
He's saying, guys, I'm going to take out CNN. I'm going to take out Fox News, right? But does Philip DeFranco need your money to do that? No, and I'll tell you why. Drama Alert, Scarce, and Philip DeFranco get more fucking views every day than most CNN shows, than most Fox News shows. You know, when you turn on Fox and like, let's say you got Anderson Cooper, right? And he's out there fucking doing his show. Do you know how many people are watching Anderson Cooper's show every night? 100,000 people, roughly. We beat their numbers now. The mainstream media is dying, all right? They are on the way out. The only people that watch TV are old people, all right? That is it.
I watch BBC News at 10 o'clock normally. That's
I always
like the
knew
news
you
that I
liked
watch.
big black cocks, clown.
And on the shut up, Andy. On the day that it came out, right, the PewDiePie shit was going down. He made a video on that whole SJW thing, not social justice. What WSJ? I always confuse the two now. Funny that. He made a video same day News at 10 came out, and PewDiePie got more fucking views than the biggest news channel here in the UK. Like, that is something. YouTube is the way it's going. Like, there's no money at the moment, but you can compete with channels like CNN.
There's money at the
BBC
moment
News
with
at 10.
Patreon.
So the whole argument that I want to be a fair and balanced news channel and not be controlled by the mainstream media is stupid, because he already is. He's already bigger than them, and people don't realize it. You have been sold something which I refer to as snake oil, because one, it's not really truthful. Two, it's not transparent. Three, it's not explained. You don't even know what you're buying or investing into. Four, you're not investing because you don't have a possibility to profit. Only Philip DeFranco does. Five, he has a fucking history of just creating news networks. And I say that term as in YouTube channels that are a network with each other, and selling them.
This is the worst argument that I hate, because I see people use this one a lot. If people want to give to it, they can give to it. Okay, so if I say, I know this is a bit of an extreme exaggeration, but I'm going to make it anyway. If I said that I have cancer and I need money for my cancer treatment, even though, you know, the treatment would be free here in the UK, people would give to it. But if I didn't actually have cancer, that's not wrong. People want to give to it anyway. Isn't Philip DeFranco doing, to a much lesser extent, granted, kind of the same thing in the way he's left out so much fucking information?
Well, what you're describing is, well, clown, what you're describing right now is manipulation, which you kind of argued that it wasn't really manipulation.
I know it's an extreme example, and I'm still not convinced 100% that Philip DeFranco has manipulated yet. I think that's a kind of strong word. However, he has definitely left things out. He has not talked about certain things which he should talk about. The video is only 4 fucking minutes long. And I feel like some people have been duped. Whether he's done that intentionally, I cannot say. But people have definitely been duped. That much I can say.
What I don't like about the video is when he's making it, in the background, he's in like a construction building. Like, oh, look what we've been working on. Which means he's already fucking paid for the majority of it. He's just like, you know what? I don't need the money, but I want it.
Yeah, let me recoup this.
This is a really good time and place to ask for money, even though I don't need it.
So, Keem, let me ask you.
Let's take advantage of a time where small YouTubers are suffering and they need to make Patreons. Like, no big YouTuber has come out recently and during this time and said, "Hey, I got to make a Patreon in order to pay the bills," because everyone would laugh at them, right? Except for Philip DeFranco, you know,
and people like Philip DeFranco. H3H3 could do it as well.
Me and Scarce both came out publicly and said,
You're
do
gay.
not donate to us. Do not donate to us. We're not going to make Patreons. Give money to the smaller YouTubers who, you know, you like and you want to still be here. Otherwise, they're going to be without a job. But then, even though me and Scarce took this stance and Philip DeFranco didn't, I just noticed that yesterday Scarce said that he donated $100 to Philip DeFranco. So I'm like, this
yes,
just
he
backs
came in
up
defending Philip as well, to my tweet that I made about it.
But again, this is like Scarce. Are you retarded? Are you stupid?
I don't think Scarce is retarded. I think he's playing neutral, so he doesn't get all the fucking Philip
I
DeFranco
think Scarce
dick
is
riders
going
on
to launch
his back.
I think Scarce is planning to launch a fucking Patreon. That's what I think.
God.
This is the problem, because I've changed my views on Patreon recently, since, you know, people's money are down. You know, small YouTubers, they can't really make a living on it. Before, I just said, you know, if you're an animator, if you make really high quality content, you need the money. Absolutely 100% verified, confirmed. But the thing is, okay, nobody's making any more money anymore, small YouTubers. So fine, they can have a Patreon. So when I see a big YouTuber like that, who's already got a lot of money, who's already made his money, do it, it's such a slap in the face to fucking everyone else. Because I've only just changed my view on it. I've only just accepted the fact that, you know, people should have a Patreon now, even when I've been against it for fucking years.
This is,
you know what I hate? This is what I hate. This is what I hate more than everything, all right? When I'm complaining about this on Twitter, you know what people say to me? They say, well, Keemstar, don't you have a live stream where you accept donations? That is not the same fucking thing.
No, I disagree. It kind of is the same thing. And
It's
here's
not,
why.
it's
okay?
two completely different platforms.
It kind of
You're
is,
doing
but
a
at the end of the
live
day,
show.
you're getting
You're
money
doing
from
a-
people.
Okay.
Oh my God.
But it's a completely
You
different
can't-
platform. Absolutely different in every
Let me-
way.
That's
let
like saying.
can I
that's
just
like saying-
that is
clarify
like
this,
saying
Keem? Stop. That is like saying having a Patreon is the same thing as being a 7-Eleven owner.
Well,
You're
here's
just getting
here's
money
the
from
thing.
people.
Let me
You're
say.
just getting money from people. It's the same thing.
Okay, can I say one thing now? As far as tips, it's obviously 100% transparent when it's tips. It's like, you're watching this, you're giving me tips for the entertainment you're watching. There's no chance of manipulation unless it's like maybe cam girls who show a little ass and they're convincing these little nerds that that like, oh my God, man, she's
But
single.
everyone
she's
is
moving
against
around.
that.
Yeah,
Everyone's
everyone,
against
they
that.
all get called out every single
Yeah,
time.
they
You
all
best
get
believe
cut
they're
off.
on fucking
So-
Drama Alert the next day.
So think about money and morals, right? Forget about the internet. Think about the real world. How many people are sketchy and shady? How many friends have been lost over money? So now you're thinking about something called Patreon, where you can be online and all you have to do is click a couple buttons, make a shitty little video, and you get free money where you don't have to actually scam someone or go to jail. It's so hard to fathom that there are not going to be a bunch of fucking hawks out there just trying to keep grabbing as many fucking pennies as they can. Sometimes it's valid. Sometimes I feel like, okay, I get why you're doing it, but of course there are going to be tons of people that are manipulating, that are scamming, that are playing victim, like, oh, I'm a poor wounded poodle, give me money. It's money that fucks us up as a fucking human race. So this is just,
Can we just play a game? Let's play a game, all right? Everybody close your eyes, all right? And I'm going to give you a scenario, and I want you to pretend this is real, okay? Let's pretend that PewDiePie uploaded a video, and he said, guys, I am launching a sketch comedy show here on YouTube, all right? Another YouTube channel. It's going to be sketch comedy, all right? We're going to come out with videos every day, okay? What I need from you guys is donations. I'm going to launch a Patreon. Help us fucking fund this thing, right? We would all crucify that motherfucker. We would be like, fuck you, PewDiePie. You're a goddamn millionaire. You don't need your fans to donate to this, right?
I would fund it. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway,
that's essentially what that's exactly what Phil Defranco is doing.
But because it's a news network, an independent news network, it's very, very different now.
Okay,
because it's being sold as, we're going to kill CNN.
Yeah.
We're going to kill Fox News. We're not going to be controlled by any big investors. You don't need millions of dollars to make a YouTube channel. You need hundreds of thousands, right?
Yep.
He probably needs $200,000 a year to make this new channel. That's what he needs, all right? He's probably getting that monthly now.
And as we've just shown, that YouTube channel gets more views and more attention than any kind of than CNN now or any other one of those mainstream media news outlets.
And not only that. Wait, real quick. One more point, Andy. One more point. All right. If Philip DeFranco was going to launch this new YouTube channel, this new news network on YouTube, right? If he was going to launch it and there was going to be absolutely no ads, there was going to be absolutely no sponsorship deals, no fucking, hey, guys, check out Netflix, check out Squarespace, none of that shit, right? And it was going to be ad-free 100% on YouTube, all right? Then I'm happy with it. I'm fine with it. But that is not going to be the case. This thing is not only going to make money, but this thing is going to be worth a lot of money and could be sold just like fucking SourceFed.
Yeah. And those ads, they come in pretty penny,
Especially for a channel that's not flagged at the moment.
Pop. We're talking this is not about,
Oh, you were talking about advertisements.
Advertisements, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
This is not about getting the news out. This is not about, being free from the mainstream media, being free from advertisement. It's not about that. This is about money. I'm sorry. It has to be about money.
It's about
what
free money,
percentage?
easy money.
We've already got that with YouTube. The problem is that YouTube isn't making any money at the moment. or less
Okay,
than it
what
is. Less
if
than
he
it
was if he was completely transparent about what the money was going towards? What percentage of you would still be pissed that he has a Patreon? Period.
Well, he says he's going. Most of it is probably going to go to the team. Okay, most of it's going to go to the team. Let's say that as a fact, even if it's true.
He's not paying his staff.
No, that's not the
But
question.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
He doesn't
With
need the fucking team. I don't have a team.
That's
okay?
not the
Andy doesn't have a
question.
team.
no, but
Chad doesn't have
he wants a
fucking
team to make it easier.
That's
How,
not the
how easy do you think it
question.
is
That's
for
not
him
the
to pump out daily
question.
videos?
That's not the question.
What's the
What's
question?
the
Andy?
question?
The question is, if Philip Defranco gave you a fucking line-to-line fucking breakdown of exactly where every penny was going that he was getting for his Patreon and disclosed exactly how much money he was making, and he was 100% honest, would you still be pissed that he had a Patreon because he doesn't need it? Or would you be like, oh, well, at least he's doing all those things and being 100% transparent, he's not manipulating?
It would
I'd
be
be less
better,
pissed.
You
No,
would be less
I
pissed?
have
it
I have a
would- I would be
perfect
less
answer for
pissed,
that,
yeah.
Andy. I have a perfect answer for that. You are giving someone money, okay? And for me, giving money, I'm not a charitable person. I don't know how many people are. You want something in return. And I said this on Twitter, and I got fucking fried for it. And by Leon Lush as well. He's like, oh, your return is more content. You know that more content's coming. I'm like, no, I don't. He hasn't verified what he's doing with the fucking money. And on top of that, like, what's the return? We already get his daily videos.
Yeah.
There is no return when you're giving someone money, and
He
even
doesn't-
if he
doesn't
did
need a
verify
team
that
to
he
do
would get
what he's been doing. He doesn't need a team to be free from other these fucking mainstream medias.
Dude,
You know, he doesn't need them.
everybody talks like today. Tommy was talking about Philip Defranco has such good production quality. Philip Defranco fucking has an editor. He doesn't even edit his own videos.
He comes
goes
into
there.
the office for an hour with all his script written out by his team, sits
I
in front of
know.
the camera, reads
And-
the script, and goes, all right, I'm going home for a fucking beer. Good luck editing, boys. And then in his vlogs, he's running around his office playing he's having a gay old time. He's having time of his life because he does fuck all work because he can afford to pay editors to do all the shit that people spend
Because
10,
he's sold.
20 hours.
Because
Exactly.
he's
With the
sold
editing, there's not a lot
his
of
shit
editing
for
involved. I'm sorry.
millions.
He's just sitting in front of a camera and people cutting different sections. It's going to take like a couple of hours at the most.
Meanwhile, animators that make ends meet on Patreon spend hours and hours and hours making their animations, finally to get it out. Feels like, lol, just put out 20 videos in the time it took you to do one frame.
Yeah, he doesn't need a fucking team.
Listen.
Your typical vlogger, your typical person who does this sort of shit, the same sort of shit that he's doing, doesn't have a fucking team.
He is
doesn't-
not the
he doesn't even
definition
team to get the fucking news
of a
because he's just
YouTuber
asking on Twitter,
anymore.
what shall I talk about?
He is not
Well,
the
you
definition
know
of
what?
a
You know what,
YouTuber
guys?
anymore.
You know what, guys? Philip Defranco, unlike you, Keemstar, unlike everyone else, he is the most trusted news source. Oh yeah? Well, if he's so trustworthy, then why the fuck is he robbing his own fans blind? Why, if he's so trustworthy, isn't he transparent with the sale of fucking SourceFed, with how much money it's sold for,
Or how
with
much money he's making
he's
in
actually
Patreon.
making, with how much, if he's so trustworthy, if he's such a credible person, then where is the facts to back up all these goddamn mysteries? Where?
Can I just
This old
verify
man
that-
Withers in the
are
amusement
being
park.
snaked, and you know what? It's your money. You could do with it whatever you want, right? But I am also a news person, and it is my job to be critical of shit like this. So if you're not happy with it, then guess what? You just heard the non-pandering news version, bitch. You heard the unpopular opinion. The unpopular opinion that you're never, ever going to hear from Philip Defranco, because I'm not here to fucking make you smile and make you feel good. I'm here to tell you what the fuck's going on. Period.
But
Slow
Keem,
down,
you're
Keem.
not
Slow
you're
down,
not
mate.
giving that information because it's your job as news. You're giving that information because it pisses you off.
Can I just verify after King's
mean, is
rant,
that-
just the
is that
people that are
real?
listening? Are we all okay here? Okay, I give to Patreons. I give to 4 film creators on YouTube to their Patreons. Is everyone here? Just to clarify, we don't hate Patreon. Is everyone here giving happy to give money to creators that in return you know that it's going to help them pump out more content?
Yes, I wasn't before, but I've recently changed my mind on that. So
It,
Yeah,
it all
well, I'm
depends.
all on
It's a
board for
case by case
Patreon.
scenario with the person. If the person seems scammy and gross about it, then
I
get
mean,
the fuck
I just
outta
said
here.
Tommy's. I just said Tommy's name on Bait It. If that's not donating to a Patreon, I don't know what is.
You went on his show earlier,
I
so
get-
you've got to come on Catch 33 next.
You know what? I'm not coming on your fucking shitty podcast.
Let's
and I'll tell you
not
why,
let's not
clown.
let's not
What the fuck?
screw over
I
to
come
that.
on, I come on yours
But,
twice now. Twice.
You guys can argue
You
about
come
this
on my
after.
podcast,
Kill me.
clown, because my podcast is good. I will not come on yours because yours is shit. However, I
It's not,
did
it's
come
good.
on Tommy C's. I did come on Tommy C's little fucking broadcast today to set him straight. And you, God is my witness, I fucking owned him.
Right, you can come
Alright.
on Catch 33 though. You could definitely come on.
All right,
You
Keem,
owe
just
me.
do
You
it.
owe me.
about
You
this
owe me.
later. We're
You
talking
owe
about
me.
Keem.
Patreon, cunts.
Who cares?
Let's
This
not have
is
an ego
important.
clash.
This
Yeah,
is
sorry.
this is a big topic. Baited and Catch 33. I think Keem should just swallow his fucking pride and just do it.
Yeah, stop being such a bitch about it.
What do
Keem.
you have
Just
to
come on.
fucking lose? If you can own Tommy, just fucking do it. Don't be a pussy. Just do
No,
it.
you don't understand, okay? Listen, I'm here to teach clown life lessons, all right?
Oh, right.
If you,
Okay, Dad.
if you want to go and fucking sit there and take care of the poor and the needy, and yes, I'm talking about Tommy and Dead on Dave or Dead on fucking Nobody, all right? If you want to sit there and you want to adopt these little nobodies and take care of them and give them careers, that's fine. But you can't expect me, a fucking proven entertainer,
No,
a proven
a
success
proven
story.
entertainer.
Holy
If you're
shit,
so
King, can you
entertaining,
pull
come on
your
to
head out
Catch
of your
33
ass?
because you know it's going to be fucking entertaining.
I am not down to give your little peasants charity, all right? I'm not down.
Okay, you can do it as a favor to me though. Colossal is crazy.
I think you should.
No.
Clown came on here. It's only fair.
Twice.
Of course, this is baited. This is
Yeah,
fucking baited.
But
Baited.
Keem, be fair. Get over yourself and be fair.
Yeah.
Go on the fucking podcast and school Tommy on what
Look,
you think you want to school him.
You know
on.
what, Tommy? You know what Tommy said earlier today on his stream, and I didn't address this with him, but I should have. He goes, Keemstar is a liar. Keemstar lied and told everybody that Clown was trying to get more money when he wasn't. He's still pushing a fucking false narrative. That's his favorite term. He's still lying about me. I am not giving him any attention, and I'm actually sad.
But you did.
that
You
I've
gave him
given this
attention just
much.
today because you went on his
That's
show.
what I just said.
You're
That's
doing
what I
it just
said.
fucking now.
That's what I
And
just
you're
said.
talking about him now.
That's
It's not
what
gonna
I
make any
just. I
difference.
literally just said that.
It's like fucking
I said
madness,
that.
Keith.
I just said that. Did I not just say
Yeah, but
that I've
that's
given
why
him
it's
too
insane.
much
That's why it's a
attention?
complete fucking paradox. So just come on Catch 33. It'll be
Change
good.
the
You know
subject,
it's going to
'cause
be an
I don't want to give
entertaining
him.
episode. You
I
know
don't want to
it is.
give him any more
Keem,
attention.
sometimes you gotta just say, you know what? This is normally how I'll react to something. This is normally what I'll say. And do the opposite. Don't be so standard. There's such a standard way that people act. And that's very, it's like closed-minded and it's in love with your own ideals and personality. And you have to break through that shit. You have to break away from that shit and step outside yourself a little bit and get over yourself.
That's fine. That's fine. I agree
And
with
that's real.
everything that you said. So you know what? I will, in fact, still not go on that peasant show.
I really hate the argument, though, that, I'm not going to do something because it's going to give them attention. Like, that's bullshit, because if that was the case, then you wouldn't speak about most of the people you speak about in Drama Alert on a
That's
Drama
not
Alert
it.
in a
That's not
negative
it. That's not it. That's
Well,
not it.
what is it
I don't
then?
want to be. Well, that's part of it. That is a part of it, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is Tommy has said so much dumb shit about me. All
It's
right?
a personal vendetta. That's all it is.
And he just made up lies about me, and he's been trying to paint me as this evil fucking puppet master that controls the whole community, and he's trying to destroy. It's like every day it's a new fucking conspiracy theory about me. I'm
Start
not.
a Patreon about it.
I should, right? I'm not gonna go on the show and give him like I'm not gonna give him validation. For just this dumb shit.
But I mean,
Like,
if you prove
okay,
him wrong, you're not giving him any kind of validation.
Okay,
You're
would
doing
you?
quite the
Okay,
opposite.
would you do a podcast? Okay, here. This is the best way I can explain it. Would you go on a podcast with Frankie, the Frankie Project?
I had him on Tommy's show. He literally came on Tommy's show while I was there. So yes.
And what?
And we just annihilated him. He made him look even more an idiot. Not that it was hard, to be fair, but he was made out to be even more of an idiot than he already was.
Dead
So
on
you
Dave.
three are trying
Dead
to
on
corner
Dave.
Keem into
Dead
your
on Dave.
podcast to bully him.
Dead on Dave. Literally.
He
Dead
called
on
in.
Dave,
He wanted to fucking call in.
Listen, Dead on Dave literally said the other day that I'm a parasite and that I just destroy communities. I hop from community to community destroying people. When in reality, I've created all these fucking communities. I created the fucking first trolling genre on YouTube with my friends in the FAG. And he said, oh, Keemstar didn't start trolling. I didn't say that I started trolling. I said we created the first entertainment form, the first channel of trolling and gaming entertainment. And that was an inspiration for the whole genre that was created. You know, I created this Bait It podcast, and I brought up that after we created Bait It, this inspired many other podcasts to start, right? He goes, well, Keemstar's acting like he created our podcast. I didn't say that. These people, I do not want to talk to them because they take what I say and they manipulate it to make it seem like I am retarded.
So go prove them
wrong.
wrong.
Quote
go
me.
prove them
They
wrong.
do not quote me. They do not quote me. They make up things that I said when I never said them. And I will not go on that show, period.
Stubborn.
That's
One
not
day,
stubbornness.
he'll
It's
come
just
on.
a massive
He'll come on one
ego.
day.
I won't.
He will.
I won't.
He will. You're not giving them the entertainment value. The fans want the entertainment, Keem. That's what you keep saying. Come back to Baited Clown. We need to give the fans what they want. They need to get entertainment. Well, come on, Catch 33 because you know it's going to be
this
entertaining.
is what's wrong with you. This is what's wrong with you. All right, the fans want to see Keemstar and Clown. They don't give a fuck about Tommy. They don't give a fuck about dead on fucking handicap over there. They don't care.
Or they
as
don't
much
care
as people
about Andy
don't.
Milanakis.
Well, yeah, as much as a lot of people don't like me or Chad, or maybe just me, or maybe just Chad, or whatever, I feel like this dynamic with us four has been really, really good, and I kind of wish we had more of this, too.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what? Listen,
maybe they
let's
said
start
that
a
at the start, but all I'm seeing now is like Baited is much improved. It just took some time, like I said, I think at the beginning. Like it's just going to take some time for people to get adjusted to it. That's all it was.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
everyone really
if you
hates
start a
change as well.
Patreon, if you start a Patreon over on Catch 33 and you get me a guaranteed $3,000 a month,
fuck off.
I will go and do Catch 33.
What are you, Philip Defranco now? Fuck me.
No, I'm Keemstar, and I'm more entertaining than any of you, and I'm worth a lot more money than any of you.
I don't know about that,
My
Keem.
God.
This is the ego inflating again. You don't know
it's
how much I'm
unbelievable.
worth.
I forgot how much.
I
of an
think
ego
I
Keem
think
really
what
has.
Keem I
Had
think
to come
what
back
Keem
to
does.
Baited to see the ego in its full
I think what
form.
Keem does, he just
It's
screams
evolved.
out random things, and then he like believes them after he screams it. After it comes out, like he has to like stand for it because it's like, oh, I just said that. I don't think he thinks before he speaks.
That's
Keem's
why he
ego
goes
is like
and has a
fucking
lot of
Pokemon.
cigarettes in the
Like,
garage
every
so
single
that he-
episode, like it just evolves. This Pokemon fucking evolves.
He goes into the
Hey,
garage and smokes
all
a
I can
cigarette
say,
and lies to himself.
all I can say is, look, one of these podcasts has Keemstar on it, and one of these podcasts doesn't, and one of these podcasts gets more views, and the other one doesn't.
One
Oh
of these
god,
things
that
is
was always
like
going to be the
the
fucking
other.
case, wasn't it?
And not only that, Clown, but you know what? You're fucking lazy. You guys don't even upload episodes. You don't work.
But we haven't done one for a while, to be fair.
When was the
yeah,
last
I don't want to
one?
hear any shit.
Yeah, we are going to be doing one this week. But
When I was running the show, you guys bitched and complained. Oh, I don't want to delete these episodes. Well, you know what? I didn't want to put out garbage, all right? But you know what I did do? I made sure these motherfuckers had episodes every goddamn week. And the weeks that we missed, I was furious. I was up your fucking ass. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
What's the
I
last
did
one you
sleep.
put
I did
up?
sleep
A month
in. I
ago?
did sleep in this morning. Because we were meant to do this earlier, and I got in a lot of fucking trouble. I woke up to some
Yeah,
pretty
you
abusive
did, bitch.
messages. Yeah.
I'm
I'm
a
going to
good boy.
sick some
I-
fucking rabid kangaroos up your asshole.
I gotta say, fuck you, Chad, because I'm streaming fucking 40 hours a week on Twitch, and I'm still on top of the baited shit.
But you guys don't understand. Okay, I'm sticking up for Clown and that lazy side. You guys don't understand. Like but you and Keem make a decent amount of money online. I have real life shit. I'm younger than you guys. I'm still doing university. I still do work on the side. I'm fucking midway moving through house. I'm going through a breakup. I raised a fucking
Chad,
kid.
Chad,
It's not
Last
easy.
on
Chad,
Patreon.
Chad,
I did. I
Chad,
fucking
listen,
did.
I'm
Chad,
just
listen
kidding,
to
I'm
me.
kidding.
Chad, listen to me. You have to stop this bullshit, all right?
It's
Dude,
not
you have
bullshit,
an
bro.
Listen to
I
me.
got shit
Listen,
to
let me
do.
It's his
talk,
fucking
let me
life.
talk.
It's his fucking life.
Let me
life.
talk. Let me talk. Let me talk.
And
all right?
in all fairness, it's the smart decision, Keem, at the moment, considering the way YouTube is fucking going.
Yes,
In all
and this
fairness.
is
No,
what I got
it is
pissed
not.
off about. No,
is.
Keem, you
Fuck
listen to
you!
me. You listen
You
to
have
me.
the greatest opportunity
shut
ever.
Up. You
You
listen
are
to me
literally
because you
being-
said
Oh my
this
God.
earlier on Twitter months ago. You're like, you know what? If you've got 100K subs on YouTube, drop what you're doing. Quit school. Drop drop out, do YouTube full time. I fucking feel sorry for the people that listen to you because look at the state of fucking YouTube.
Right.
All those people that dropped out of school to do YouTube
Who
because they
coulda
took your fucking
predicted
advice
that?
are now broke,
Who
living with
coulda
their parents
predicted
again.
that?
Do you know how many fucking times Keemstar told me to
Stop,
quit
stop,
my job
stop,
just
stop,
so I
stop.
could do
Can
more
we
episodes
stop
fucking
for a
dated?
minute? Let me
Yo,
talk. Let
but-
me talk. Let
Don't
me
take
talk,
advantage of
goddammit.
DJ Killer
Go.
Let
Keemstar.
me
That's the
respond. Let me
conclusion.
respond. Let me respond to both of you fucking idiots, all right? This conversation was about you not producing content on a regular basis, and you have now fucking switched it to, oh, the YouTube ad revenue, we're not making as much as what? Why did you switch it? Why are you dodging the fact that you don't
Because it's
fucking
fucking related,
work?
because it's
Because
You
we
don't
were saying,
work.
We were just saying
You
we
don't
wanna
work.
quit live
You
to
do not
YouTube
work.
because YouTube
You
was
do not
unreliable.
work.
You were not
You don't
producing
work.
content even before the ad thing happened.
Exactly.
I know,
Andy
but I
fucking
wasn't
goes to
investing-
work
I wasn't
every day.
investing
Andy
everything
goes to
into
work every
YouTube.
day. I go to work every day. We work every day, and you two do nothing.
I don't have
We
a
work-
million
we work every
subscribers,
fucking
Keem.
day.
I don't pump out daily
He's got his
drama
college
alert
stuff,
videos.
and I've got my real fucking job. So
Chad,
we are
if you
working every
streamed on
single
Twitch, if you streamed on Twitch almost every day instead of once a fucking week, you'd be making 5 times more money. So I don't want to hear that
But-
shit. And you know
No,
it's true.
here's another situation,
Well, to be
Andy.
fair-
It is not as expensive for you as it is for me to stream. It costs me $50 a stream in data and $50 in transport. There's $100 fucking
That's
dollars,
only
and I am
IRL,
not
though.
making that
you
daily.
You don't only do IRL though.
Yeah, but IRL's the only thing that gets fucking views. I make shit money off gaming
Chad,
streams.
Do you really?
Chad,
Yes.
listen to me.
What
Listen
about
to
your
me, Chad.
subscribers? What about your subscribers that you get for sitting there and playing games?
That pays the fucking rent, cunt.
I know,
This
but
house
I'm
ain't
saying,
free.
if you streamed fucking 5 times more than you do, instead of fucking 8 hours a week, you streamed fucking 35 hours
Because
a week. You don't think you'll get that
other
many more
other
subs?
5 days I'm doing real life shit so I can pay my other bills: food, internet, heat,
Okay.
cold, the fridge.
Well,
Fucking
that's fair
The
if you're
fridge.
actually doing other
That's
shit.
the
I
big
didn't
bill
know-
right there for
I
Chad.
didn't-
Not me,
fridge.
but the fucking
food.
fridge.
Food.
Chad,
fridge.
you are friends with iDubbbz and Max Mofo. Clown, you're friends with fucking everyone. You two have the easiest path to success, but you choose to not get in the
Now,
fucking car and drive it to
here's-
the
here's
fucking
the thing,
promised
King.
land.
I'm starting
Fuck
streaming, so
you.
there's that.
Fuck both
here's
of you.
the Kim,
Fuck
here's the
both
thing,
of
mate.
you.
No,
And
no,
fuck
here's
you,
the
Clown,
thing.
with that stream
I don't wanna
bullshit.
be labeled
you
as
said
a
on
leech.
No, I am starting to
Christmas.
stream
You said
next
on
couple of weeks.
Christmas you were gonna stream. It is fucking May. It
I am.
is May.
Chad,
you
did I not
fucking
speak to you about
fraudulent
starting to
Yes,
stream?
I'm helping
There you
Clown
go.
set up his
Wait,
stream. Okay,
are
we've been
you-
talking
you're
about
gonna
bitch.
it
You said
for
you
a
were
while.
gonna do that shit on Christmas.
You're gonna do
It won't be
Twitch, Clown?
Christmas. Sorry, say again.
You're gonna do Twitch?
Twitch, yeah.
Ah, nice.
Yeah,
Probably
boy,
not the
join
real
the
life
club.
shit or the face cam stuff,
Yeah,
but I'm definitely
but
doing
fucking,
a Twitch.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Twitch is
I
the
hope
shit.
you enjoyed this episode of Baited Podcast. Please do me a favor and follow me over at twitch.tv/Keemstar. Yes, I'm
Like you
unbanned.
fucking
Yeah, we
Yes,
got him
I'm
unbanned.
unbanned.
We got him unbanned.
And listen
No,
to
you
this,
didn't.
okay?
We.
Listen. If you want to donate to Philly D, that's fine. It's your money. Do what you want.
Can you
But
can you put
there
the
should
Patreon to link to Philly D in your YouTube in this baited video, please?
I'll make
there
sure that
should be
happens.
someone like us telling you why it might not be a good idea. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the show. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Clown, for coming on.
My pleasure.
And I would come on your show.
You will come
but-
on. You will come on eventually.
But that's just not
No,
gonna
you will.
happen.
I'll talk you
you're
into it
stubborn.
eventually. You heard it here now.
That's a catch 33.
You heard it here right now. Mark it down in your fucking
By the way,
calendars.
we're getting 33%.
Keemstar is coming
now,
on
Clown.
Catch 33 eventually.
Yeah,
If
we
you
get
give me
33%.
50%, if you give me 50% of what that episode will make, then maybe.
Oh, you
What's
can,
that,
you
like
can,
$10
you can have
bucks?
100% of it. No problem.
Do it.
Just come on Catch
100%
33.
and all the donations of the after show. Then I'm in. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm
Like
out.
20 quid. Yeah, sure.
Later.